Hey there everybody, welcome back to GameVine, and my name is Dave, and you are watching the very first Late to the Game review, and we are off to the moon. And this series is going to focus on games that I got late in its life, whether it be a port from another system over to like the Switch, or it was just out for a few months or even years and I didn't pick it up, but I still want to talk about it. And today's game is To the Moon. Now this game came out in 2011 and was just ported over to the Switch. And I heard about this game from a channel called Switch Corner, and it has been one of my favorite channels. If you haven't checked them out, you should check them out. I'm going to leave their channel link down below because I love them so much. But once I heard about this game, I bought it and I haven't looked back since. Essentially, this game is a big ball of story with heartache, love, despair, passion, compromise, heartwhelm, and heartbreak, all into one, and it's wrapped up into a old school RPG veil. It's about a man who is on his deathbed, and I know that's kind of somber, but the story it tells is very, very sweet in its essence, and this man named Johnny hired some doctors, which they come in and they have this machine that are able to get into your brains, kind of like Inception, and they walk around and they scan your memories so you can relive your memories. This is of course when you're in a coma, and then they fulfill your last want, and Johnny's want is to go to the moon. So without further ado, let's get on to the very first Late to the Game review, and let me tell you what I think about this game. First, let's show you the specs. So To the Moon is a story-based, old-school look-alike of an RPG. Now it's been ported over to many different systems. Today's review is going to be for the Switch, and from what I hear, it looks the best on the Switch. Now the game starts off with Johnny in his deathbed, and then these two doctors who have crashed in a car getting to his house. Luckily they didn't crash too far, but they go to his house after walking a little ways, and this is Dr. Rosalina, we're going to call her Rosa, and Dr. Watts. And they work for the Seaman Corp, which restores people's memories when they're dying and helps them fulfill their final destination where they want to go. And Johnny, he wants to go to the moon, but he's not sure why. So one of the big things that both these doctors are going to be doing is revisiting his memories and trying to draw clues together to figure out why Johnny wants to go to the moon, because they have to have the process go seamlessly for him to venture off to the moon. He has to know why, and he has to have a purpose, or he's not going to feel like he really went to the moon. It won't feel like reality. So they want to make their service feel as real as possible. So when you're jumping from one memory to the next, you search in Johnny's mind for the reason why he wants to ascend to the moon. Along the way, you're going backwards through his memories, which is a very interesting way to tell the story, and I really appreciated that. And we relive Johnny's memories, his ups, his downs, a beautiful love relationship between him and his wife, River. Now, I want to try to tell you the story, but not give away a lot of spoilers, so I'm going to do my best attempt to do so. In the journey, it really focuses on Johnny, River, and this stuffed platypus, and a whole bunch of origami rabbits. And one of the cool things about To the Moon and its writing is as you learn more details about Johnny and River, they still are able to keep certain secrets tucked away in their vest to the very end. Well, at least for me. This love song of a game is a gift to the fans of old school RPGs that have good writing. So in sake of not giving away any spoilers, let's just say I was surprised and I was in tears, and there were times when I was grinning, and there were times when I was upset yelling at the screen, and all this happened through my journey to the moon. And that's pretty much all the story I'm going to give away. If you want to learn more, you should go out and buy it yourself. But let's go through the build quality of the game. So the writing is in-depth and the characters have time to build and grow, with very few exceptions. Some of the stories have heartache, and some of the positive stories even made me feel worse than the heartache stories because I knew what was coming. So even though there were melancholy memories, these were purposeful because they added to the story and brought the ending more in focus, little by little. The writing, to me, bar none, is the best quality about this game. So the puzzles leave me wanting more on a lot of occasions. You'll be doing different various puzzles, but the main one you'll be doing is this square slide flippy thing, and some of them are difficult, but not really. They'll take 10 moves at the most, and I don't know why they had to be so prevalent. They could basically be a loading screen in my mind, but they're there, so they're not the worst part of the game, so I appreciate them for what they are. The pacing of the story and the pacing of the gameplay come at you at a decently fast clip, so you could easily binge beat this game. Like I said, it's only 4 hours long, or you can savor it and play it in about 3 different settings. So it's paced really well. One of the things I don't like about the mechanics of the game, or mechanism of the game, is the moving. It is a sluggish movement. You walk super slow, and it's not really clear on what the objective is. So that left me wandering around the level in slow circles, looking for something that was in the middle of the map that I really couldn't see because it was either color coordinated the same as everything else around it, or it just wasn't obvious that I needed to click on it. Now, walking around to find clues, sometimes you might experience a bug where you get locked into a place, or a bug where an item won't actually let you click, so you have to restart the level and see if the book really needed to be clicked on. And that happened to me, I would say, at least 5 times. Not the clicky book thing, but just bugs in general. But that's not the worst thing, because the save points are relatively close together, so I wasn't too upset resetting the level. It just was a minor quibble I wanted to point out. The story kept me engaged. I didn't really mind going through another chapter if I needed to. I just wish they would have fixed these bugs before they ported it over. It's been out for a while. Now, the story is the number one thing that I think is the best about this game. But the second best thing is the music. The music is beautiful and really adds the ambience that you need for the moment that's playing in the game. And you're really doing yourself a disservice if you don't play it with the sound on. If you really want to experience it to the fullest, put headphones on. The game tells you that in the beginning. This Journey to the Moon has been a wonderful experience for myself, and I wish I could do it again, though the story doesn't really allow for that. That is what the game is about. Now let's go to the conclusion and get my thoughts on this game. And we'll give it a score. Let's go. So that is basically the review of the game. Now the conclusion is this game tells the story of death, life, and love, and morality in such an easy way, but the depths of the story are as deep as they get. And in my opinion, this game is absolutely a work of art. Even though the graphics aren't spectacular, the way that it's built is such an art-worthy performance, and I'm not the only one that thinks that. Other reviews speak with me. And I absolutely recommend this game to anyone who loves old school RPGs, or loves kind of a love drama story, or somebody who just wants a quick, nicely built story that wraps up in about 4 hours. So if you aren't already sold on this unique budget game, well, here's my score. It's an 8.7. Yes, I absolutely love this game, but I don't like that I can't relive it again. Sometimes I wish they can just get into my brain and pull certain memories out so I can relive them again, just like this game, because I would absolutely do it again without knowing what happens. So thank you everyone for watching today's review, and if you have To the Moon and you played it, or if you went out and bought it and played it, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you're new, please click subscribe, I would appreciate that. And if you're a repeat visitor, thank you so much for joining us, and hit like or dislike if you don't like the video. I am your friendly neighborhood reviewer, Dave here at Gamevine, and until the next time that I see you, have a great rest of your day, and a great time with all that you play. You should get this game, To the Moon. I'm out. Bye.